Hey, how's it going? It's a pre-roll before the podcast. It's Shad Wicker here. Just letting you know that we have two massive shows coming up very soon for Shad and Pete Save the World. Our live show at the Good Chat Comedy Club, September 28th in Brisbane, and our massive October 11th show in Sydney at the Comedy Store. What the fuck? Ticket links for those shows are in our show notes, but more importantly, if you're a fan of the pod, message us on our socials at Shad and Pete Save the World, and we will hook you up with some cheap-ass tickets, man. So make sure you message us on our socials to get yourselves those tickets. And, of course, if you like the pod, please leave it a 5-star review, rate it, follow it, all that jazz to help get it out there, okay? Enjoy the show. Bye.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Shad and Pete Save the World podcast. It is the podcast version of the live show that everyone already thought was a motherfucking podcast. And welcome back to another red hot episode with me, Peter James, and my mate, Shad Wicker. Hello, mate.
G'day, Petey.
It is good to be back in the studio. And I'm fucking excited about this one because we have an excellent guest in the couch, as we always do. Not shade to any of the previous guests. But
there was a few bad things you were saying about some of our previous guests.
Well, sorry, Kate Dolan. No, incredible guest. Funny episode. You loved it. It just came out, I'm sure. But this is the sweetest boy of Sydney comedy. And what a fucking treat it is to have him here. It is Sam Bowden, everybody.
Thank you so much for having me, gentlemen. It's lovely to be back in my beautiful hometown of Brisbane.
Thank you for making the time. We were worried that we weren't going to be able to get you because you've just been very sick.
Oh, dude, I've been so fucking crook. I was just bitching to you about it. Like, the doctor said I had pneumonia. The test came back, no pneumonia. And she was like, you need to do less stuff. You're too busy.
And I said, can you still do our thing? Just no.
And I said, absolutely.
He'll do anything for our boys.
It's kind of interesting that you've got so much going on, being pretty much unemployed and
I thought you were going to say I thought you were going to say quite unsuccessful. How are you so busy? But
well, that's kind of my point.
I know.
How are you? It's like the busiest do nothing person ever.
Dude, I don't know how it is. I have a fucking Japanese work ethic and a Vietnamese bank account. You know? Just nothing's coming in. No, I tell a lie, actually. This is the first festival run I've done where I am walking away with a good chunk of change. Whoa. And I'm like really excited because it's the first one where I've covered all costs and then made money on top of. And I'm like, awesome. I'm happy. This is progress.
Yeah, that's great. Well, for those that aren't looking at the video version of the podcast, Sam has two big money bags that he sat next to his chair as soon as he walked in. We've also been on the road, Shad. You and I just came back from doing sweet little comedy shows like the one that you're listening to right now, but the live version in Canberra and Wagga Wagga.
Yes, two great parts of the world, mate. The Riverina and, of course, the great capital of Australia. Yep. Second capital to, of course, Queensland, the entire state.
Truly, Wagga and Canberra, truly some of the most beautiful outer suburbs of Sydney I've ever been to. We had a great time. We had a really good time in Canberra and Wagga. Canberra, have you been to Canberra, Sam?
Not since I was 9, and my only memory is the War Museum. Because I'm of the belief that that's the only thing in Canberra that makes you feel something. And so I don't have a huge memory of Canberra, but I did go to Wagga last year with the Comedy Untamed boys, and I just fell in love.
It's fucking excellent.
I love Wagga so much.
The crew at the Wagga Comedy Festival, Dane Simpson and Eleanor and the gang, what a fucking festival. We had the best time ever.
Yeah, it's our third year doing it, and it's been like so much fun going to Wagga. And also, I think you would think with the format of our show, for those that are probably first-time listeners, our live show for many years is you write down any problems you got in your life. Nothing's off limits, nothing's too fucked up. Put it in a bucket on stage. Myself, Pete, and some special guests get very drunk and solve them. 100% success rate guaranteed, never failed. But we've been doing it in Wagga, and you would think a concept like that would have people in a smaller city/town being a little bit reserved in what they would share with the public. But I'd have to say 3 years running, Wagga has had the most open and like diverse and most hectic problems we've ever had, because places like Wagga, they name names.
Yeah.
Like the problem is like, Cheryl has stolen money from me and I demand I get it back.
And the whole room is going, fucking Cheryl. I hate that bitch. Everyone knows everyone. Dirty laundry is being well and truly aired very publicly. Great show. Thanks to everyone that came in Wagga. But Canberra, you say that this the only thing that can make you feel something in Canberra is the War Museum.
Yeah.
Well, do we have a fucking story for you, Sam?
Bloody hit me.
It was not at the War Museum that we felt something. We've been taking this show around for quite a few years to quite a few places.
Mhm.
And I would say that in Canberra, we saw maybe the most bizarre thing we've ever seen anywhere.
Yeah, well, I think for me it was so bizarre because I've known Pete for many years and I've never had him interact with someone he's ever wanted to punch in the face before. But a gentleman in our show
We're talking about vastly different things.
Oh, you're talking about the...
Yeah, no, the guy in our show was a fuckwit and I hope he dies. But I would never bring him up and give him the light of day.
Okay, well, shout out to Paul.
If you're there, Paul, if you somehow have lucked into affording a phone, you rat piece of shit, and you're listening to this on a platform that someone else is paying a subscription for, then congratulations, you've done much better than I thought was ever going to be possible for you in your life. But no, I'm talking about the
What
absolute...
did Paul do to you?
He came to our show, didn't buy a ticket, was a fuckwit.
Okay.
He's
No,
a-
sorry, you said you didn't want to give him the oxygen. I
Yeah.
apologize. Tell me the other
But he's
thing.
a homeless gentleman who can very much play the piano like an absolute beast. But
Oh, he's got that charming bum vagrant thing.
Charming's, yeah.
Yeah, all right, sorry, I wasn't
But
there.
Not the C word I would have used.
the actual weirdest thing we've seen in Canberra, yeah, I agree. This
No, so
probably takes a cake.
we went to a IGA to
Mm.
get some snacks for the road to drive to Wagga Wagga. And we leave the IGA, support your local grocer. And outside of the IGA, in 2-degree weather, maybe,
Yeah, typical Canberra
freezing,
weather.
fucking so cold. There is an old, I don't know if it's important to the story, but it feels important to the story. It's like
I
an
think it is.
old Asian man.
Yeah.
Like, I reckon late 60s at a minimum.
Well, you don't know. Late
don't know.
60s, 120.
Somewhere in between.
Yeah.
Everyone
He's
looks
seen
30
wars.
until they don't in the Asian area. You know?
Yeah. So he's sitting outside of the IGA on a bench,
Mhm.
and he is eating a meal,
Mhm.
and that meal is a 1 litre tub of like Peter's ice cream
Right. In
And-
2-degree weather.
in
Mhm.
2-degree weather that he's clearly just bought from the IGA,
Uh-huh.
and he's sitting outside of the IGA eating it. And think of yourself eating an ice cream, Samuel.
Mhm.
What's your preferred utensil?
Chopsticks. Definitely. It's my cultural heritage.
He was scooping it
definitely.
out with a gong. No, what is your preference?
Yeah, spoon, of course.
Spoon. Would you love a spoon? You like a spoon
I
to
feel
eat
like a
ice cream?
spoon is the
I
only...
also like a spoon. If you don't have a spoon, what maybe would you have?
I think fork.
Fork
Yeah.
works like a spoon.
Fork.
I
Yeah.
am predominantly partial to a teaspoon, so I can just enjoy it
Portion
slower.
control.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
nice.
Oh no, I just extend. It's like a tantric ice cream. Like I just extend it for as long as possible.
Yeah.
Like those
Um,
little gardens with the sand and you do the little
Yeah,
lines in them.
yeah. Zen cookies and cream, just as long as I possibly can be here.
So on your hierarchy of things that you would eat ice cream with,
Yeah.
for you,
Mhm.
where would a pair of office scissors fall? Does it even crack the top 10?
Mate, if you're playing Family Feud, it's not on the list.
It's not on the list.
Granddaddy's
Steve
looking at
Harvey
you
doesn't
confused.
know. So this man is just like a very tiny pair of office scissors cutting into the top of the ice cream and then sort of like sucking it. So he'd like cut in and then like suck it back through the thing.
Holy moly!
And me and Jake, the guy that runs the sound and produces the show, we just pierced ourselves laughing immediately. And Chad's like, I didn't see what happened.
Yeah.
And we're like, you've got to go back and see. Just go back and see what that man is eating the ice cream with. And he's like, I don't know how to get back there because it was kind of out of the way. And so we're like, just go and like pretend you've like lost your wallet or something and then find it and then come back. And one of the all-time great acting performances pulled off by Shadwicker. Just the walk and then the tap, the big tap. And then the relief, the sweet relief. Oh my God, my wallet. Thank God it's just in my back pocket where I always keep it. Oh, thank fuck I didn't even check my back pocket. Thank God I checked my back pocket. And then the turn around and the look over and then just the immediate big eyes to us with the mouthing of holy fuck. And we just cried and cried laughing, which is dangerous doing camera because the tears froze.
Dude, that is unhinged.
nice, yeah.
But everything feels comfortable and easy if you've survived Mao's camps. You know what I mean? Like you'd feel like a king sitting in 2
Yes.
degrees eating a tub of ice cream with scissors. Dude,
Yeah.
it would be funny if it's like it's more of a sort of an autism thing where it's like, well, I predominantly use chopsticks.
Yes.
The most ice cream I have is tend to be deep fried, which I do use chopsticks for. Scissors are the closest thing the IGA in Canberra has.
Scissors are very close to chopsticks.
Yeah.
When you think about
How
it.
about that for an invention, actually, that you might have just come up with, where it's like a chopstick light for white people at
They do
an
have
Asian
those
restaurant?
little bendy ones.
Yeah,
They're
the ones
hooked
that are
at the
stuck
ends.
together. It's
No, but
different.
I was thinking like, so it's got like a scissors handle, but instead of blades coming out, chopsticks come out.
Oh.
And you can just, so you're like, you still get to sort of be a part of the experience.
Yeah, but it is, I mean, still, it's kind of not even having a crack at chopsticks as an Asian restaurant is a real
That's a real red flag.
Yeah,
for
I
me.
think so.
I get very partial in like secondhand embarrassment.
To be fair, one of those countries does have a red flag.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
The least red flag thing you could do is not using chopsticks.
It's a
real blue, red, white, and
That's
blue
a real
flag.
red.
that is a huge orange, white, and green flag to be using.
Man, that's like I grew up in country towns. It's like the Chinese restaurant in every country town has steak and chips on the menu purely for the dad that's like, I can't fucking handle that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Honey doesn't go on chicken.
No.
It's a savory thing.
Yeah. But that's how far we've come as a society, because now even those dads are out there having a crack.
Yeah.
It's still beef and black bean and Mongolian lamb.
Yeah, of
they're
course.
still, they're giving it a go.
Yeah. So you're just fully off. If you're going to an Asian restaurant, you better have a crack at the utensils.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I also growing up, because obviously we use chopsticks all through childhood, but then now as an adult, because it was always like, oh, what do you mean you can't use chopsticks when I was 14? I was like, oh, I never had to use it. But now it's past that point and we all know how to use chopsticks. So it's really weird to me when someone doesn't know how to use them. It's like, do you just purely just eat chips and dip? Like what, how have you not figured this out? Maybe I'm just being pretentious.
No, well,
No, I agree.
Yeah,
Fuck them.
You got to do it.
Yeah.
The year is 2024.
Get in there.
Yeah.
Use your chopstick.
Yeah, it's
You
been
fucking
fucking ages since they've done something terrible on a global scale. I think we should just get the chopsticks out, and bare minimum, if you're going to sushi train, pop into Office Works on the way through.
Yeah.
Get yourself a bit of stationery to eat your sushi
Or
with.
at the worst case, use them to chop the ends off the prawn. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's like, there we go.
for sure.
Why is that still on there? Do your fucking job.
Well, Samuel, have we? I actually don't know. Have we ever had you on our?
Sam's been on twice.
You've been on twice on the live shows.
Yes, I have.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Old
Okay.
school, but he was on pre-jumpsuit.
I was,
Whoa.
yeah.
Yeah, we wear jumpsuits on the show, for those who don't know, because Pete had that creative idea and I cannot criticize it at all, otherwise he gets very upset.
I don't think you should. I think it's fucking awesome.
Yeah, but the colour's a bit bland, isn't it? Like, it'd be
Yeah,
nice
but
to
your
get
names
colour.
are on them and you guys are matching.
I'll
think it's
tell you
fine.
what, I don't think we need colour on the outside because we are such colourful fellas on the inside of the jumpsuit, and I wouldn't want the colour of the jumpsuit to distract from your cracking personality. So you understand the way this show works.
Yeah,
Samuel. We
that
have
whole
a-
sequence there was every colour of the rainbow, I feel.
Yeah, that really was.
That really was.
All right, Queens, let's get stuck in. All the problems that we're going through today, Sam, are leftover problems from live shows that didn't make the cut, or not necessarily we read them and we didn't like them, but we just didn't get around to them because we've gotten quite popular and people come to the shows and we can't solve all the problems. So let's get stuck into some of the leftover problems from recent live shows. Shad, first problem is
I'm thinking about going poly. Give me 3 reasons to convince me. All I have so far is that you'd get access to lots of different streaming sites, which is
That's
arguably
not
the best
bad.
reason already.
That's pretty good.
well, so now we only have to give 2 reasons because
Yeah.
that's already a cracking reason.
Yeah, that's a good reason.
I'm thinking about going poly. Personally,
Yep.
not in a polyamorous relationship. Never have been, Shad.
No, I've been in like casual things, but not a full on, there's 3 of us or more being like girlfriend, boyfriend. Sam, because you've sampled both sides of the track.
I have. I'm
So-
both a train and a tram guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
I'll
Opal card's
catch
getting you
whatever
everywhere.
public transport you're working with. I'm very egalitarian in that approach. I have never been in a poly thing, but my first, well, I guess my second girlfriend, but my first real partner, we opened it up because the relationship wasn't working. And
That seems
really-
like a good way to fix
yeah. I was 24 and it just steamrolled the demise of the relationship.
Really?
Yeah. So if I'm being perfectly honest, I'm like, because I imagine, do we know whether this is a man or a woman?
I think that the streaming thing makes it more and this is kind of the fascinating thing about doing the pod.
Yeah.
Because we don't get the crowd interaction.
Yeah.
That we have to kind of deduce from the writing of the problem and the way it's phrased.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know if we want to go around in the group, but I would say that I feel quite confident that it's a woman.
I also felt like it was a woman.
It has a feminine aura to it.
Yeah, and I think it's because it's like giving the label of poly is the one, whereas like a guy I think is more like, I want a threesome, like about the event.
Yes, you are.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
we're more
that.
sprinters rather than marathon runners.
Yeah. And I also feel like maybe less convincing would be taken for, this is a bit of a generalization, but I feel like most blokes would be like, fuck, more chicks, bro.
Yeah,
whatever. But I guess it is interesting because I kind of thought polyamory was just an open relationship, but you've kind of made a distinction there. What is the difference between polyamory and an open?
My thoughts are open relationship is purely sex-based in a sense. The relationship is you and your partner and the sex is outsourced or like co-sourced. Whereas a polyamorous relationship, I don't even co-source is a thing, but very businessy.
Is co-source
co-source sounds great.
It sounds good, doesn't it?
Is co-source when you both come at the same time?
Actually, it's the last name of a guy I went to school with, and we always pronounced it cock sauce anyway.
But then the poly thing is like the intimacy is across all partners.
So it's a love-based thing.
So there's like, I think open is multiple sexual partners, poly is more multiple partners, like relationships.
Okay.
Which is such a fucking headache to me.
Well, all of it is so much admin, I feel.
It's so much.
You know what I mean? There's a lot of admin, bit of like, you need to have a calendar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a lot on there.
That does sound painful.
Yeah.
I think you guys are right. I think this is a woman.
Yeah.
Because I think men are very happy to be like, yeah, babe, we'll open it up. But men aren't going to be like, oh, fuck, all right, so I've got to go on a date with her, and then I've got to come back, and now I've just got both of you going, yeah.
Sounds like a fucking lot of Pandora charms to me, Toots. I ain't buying 6 Pandora charms.
Here's a
You all better
reason.
share one fucking birthday then, because I'm not buying 6 dinners.
That's a good positive, though. I mean, if you're in a polyamorous relationship, there's no reason for you to pay for all of your meals every day.
That's true.
Someone
that's a very good point.
At some point sorting that out at least once a day.
All right. Well, what about this for one of the reasons to convince them is that you get to go out to more places and then halve the bill more often. So you get twice the experience and spend half the amount of money you would if you just had...
But if it's a woman, you're not paying stuff all...
Yeah.
I mean, how much splitting is going to be going on?
I know. That's a fair point.
You know what I'm saying, bro?
How much splitting is going to be going on at the restaurant thing?
Other potential positives, I guess the more people you open this up to, say you get upwards of 12.
Yeah.
You can book out a room at a hostel.
Yeah.
You could also...
and you don't have to share with any other strangers.
You've got no problem getting people together for mixed netball on the weekend. That's going to be
that's a fair point.
You got a whole squad.
You got enough people to come over for a solid Christmas party because obviously family's not coming.
Really good. Yeah, you're never going to be concerned about is anyone going to turn up to my birthday? Well, actually, all 7 of my partners are
all 7 are going to rock up. And it's going to be tense, but they'll be there.
Your group wedding is like a double Dutch skipping scenario where everyone's like waiting for their turn to get on the altar and they go, oh, fuck, I'm in, I do, absolutely, you're the one for me.
I feel like the positives, I reckon there's a strong parallel between the positives of being in a polyamorous relationship and the positives of your parents getting divorced when you're younger.
Oh, 6
like
Christmases.
2 Christmas. Yeah. Christmases. Like, it's great.
Yeah.
It's not bad. Weekend sharing situation.
Oh, Thursday. I've got to go to daddy's house.
Yeah, you get kind of ignored in an orgy and then they all feel bad and buy you a present.
Dude, that is the one thing. It's the only thing that I'm like, hey, I just want you to be aware that if you are going to do this, you need to make sure you surround yourself with a group of people where you don't end up being the Ringo Starr of the group.
You don't want to be the spare dick in the orgy.
You never want to be the spare dick in the orgy.
You don't. Yeah, you're right.
Just
you don't want to be the
tempo.
Stephen Hawking on the island.
No.
Fuck to this rhythm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we've given more than 3 positive reasons to kind of solve that. You know what I mean? I think the general group's idea is don't do it.
Yeah. Look, I would say don't fucking do it. But if you're going to, I think there's some positives. You can make that work.
Also, fucked for the partner. I'm thinking of going poly. This isn't quite touching the sides for me, and I want to
Yeah.
open it up a bit to something else.
Yeah, I was going to say, if there is a partner, then I saw this thing on Reddit a little while ago where it was a man. He was an AIMA, like am I the asshole or whatever the acronym is.
Yep.
And he was like, I, 33 male, suggested to my wife, 32 female, that we open up the relationship and have a bit of fun. It's been 3 months. She's had sex with 8 people. I have gotten no messages on Tinder. What do I do? And it's like, dude, this better be a woman. Because if you're a man being like, yeah, brother, I just think I need more. It's like, it's not going to work out for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
for
the
sure.
dudes that want to go poly, they're not our greatest specimens. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
for
They
sure.
look like a cross between like a Warhammer store and like an almond latte situation. I'm like, a lot of them look like a bad dick smells.
Look like a bad dick smells. That is one of the best descriptions. You look like a bad dick smells. Oh my god.
Oh, I love that.
I know people in open relationships, and that's one thing. But the dudes I know that are poly and they're few and far between, it's like,
They're
brother,
sweaty. People
really
at orgies
clammy.
are sweaty.
Yeah.
Anyone who participates in orgies are sweaty individuals. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Adonises aren't doing it because you know what? Like hot, chiseled men, they just cheat.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Yes.
They don't care about this admin shit. They're too dumb.
And also, they're uncomfortable in a body pile. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, you need a little bit of cushion.
Yeah. You're
Yeah.
right. All right.
But I mean, you know, it's nice to have a XXL Star Wars t-shirt to mop up all the juice with. That's a lot of fabric.
We've done it again.
Should I give up on my career as a lawyer and become a gold digger?
I'm
Would we
assuming
like to
that's
guess the
metaphorical.
gender again? I'd like to play the guess the gender game for all of these. That's a gal.
Well, hold on.
Man.
I got a really quick, easy solve for this.
Please.
Keep your law degree. Go on that website that's like sugardaddy.com. Get yourself a sugar daddy.
Yeah.
Make a little bit of extra cash. Maybe cut down to 3 days a week. Become a paralegal. Make money that way. What are you talking about? You
That's
can do
really
both of these
good.
things.
I had a similar kind of thought, which is don't give up the career as a lawyer, become a divorce lawyer. Then you're kind of facilitating a big divorce between rich people.
Like
and then you end up
this.
hooking up with the guy on the end of the divorce and take the other half of his money.
best
You know,
of both
yeah, there you
worlds.
go.
Yeah,
Yeah, nice.
That's,
That's
an
good.
excellent solution.
That seems like
I'll
the
tell you what,
smartest way to do
you
it.
fellas have done
We've
an
bloody
incredible
done it
job
again.
here. Love both of the answers that we're given there. Next
Mate, that was
problem.
one of the
We've done it.
quickest
Well
ones
done. Samuel, dulcet tones, please read this problem out for us.
I asked the girl I'm seeing if she wants to be official mid-sex. She didn't answer. We finished and it's now been a week and we haven't spoken about it. It feels too weird to bring up again.
Yeah,
That
it
is wild.
You fucking idiot, first off.
I asked the girl I'm seeing if she wants to be official mid-sex.
Okay.
She didn't answer. And then I like that it says, we finished. No, you didn't.
We-
You
She
finished.
didn't. It's like,
Yeah.
you might have been finished.
You finished, and she sat there pondering.
Yeah.
I like
This is the boyfriend of the girl who wants to go poly.
I'm assuming that the position was missionary.
Yeah.
I think it's way funny to think of it as like doggy. And he's like, excuse me.
Taps her on the shoulder.
Just back here. Hey, sorry, I was just looking in your asshole and I was just wondering, do you want to make this like more of a thing than it is?
Just, can you shut up and pull my hair, please?
I just don't want to pull a mate's hair. I want to pull like a partner's hair, you know? Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to pull the hair of my friend.
Do you know what? It just seems weird. I'm so inside you right now. I just think we should get like a signet ring or something, like make this really official. Yeah, that's weird.
It's one of the most pathetic things for someone to do.
I want to go down on your heart.
I want to eat out your soul, please.
Oh man, this poor cunt.
Mate, you need to bring this up. Like, this cannot just sit.
Nah, I think you already know the answer.
No, but that's sort of like, you need to, if this is what you want and you fumbled the ball this fucking hard, you need to go, hey, look, I asked you something that I really shouldn't have at a time when it wasn't appropriate, but it still stands. Like, I'm really into you. And then if she goes no, and then you get to make the choice whether you want to keep stopping or you move on and find something.
Yeah, but knowing this guy, he'll probably bring it up when he's written it next time.
Yeah, that's right.
I think this is a one of those occasions in your life, and I think everyone probably gets a couple of them, where it's you just pack your bags and you disappear.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know,
wherever you live, you don't live there anymore, man.
Yeah,
No.
like it's like it's like staring at the situation blank in the face and you just walk away without saying anything at all. This is that kind of scenario, brother, because this is one of the more embarrassing things that could happen to you.
Yeah. Have you guys ever bombed mid-route?
I'm bombing most routes, man. I'm always trying new gear.
Dude, I've never known whether to tell this story, but this feels like appropriate. A little while ago, I was having sex with an ex, and we were having a great time. And I'm not sure if you guys have ever fucked on Amyl, but she brought some Amyl. Like, yeah, fuck it, let's party.
Can I ask a question? What's that? What's Amyl?
Amyl nitrate. It's a muscle relaxant.
It's kind of used a lot by the community for loosening your asshole a bit, so you can enjoy a few.
Yeah, it's really big
playtime.
in the queer community, and
Nice, okay.
it by God, it's a miracle worker.
But it's also kind of like it's like sniffing a texter.
Yeah, and it gives you this insane.
That's probably more in your wheelhouse. Your kind of level of drug taking.
So, okay.
It's like sniffing the texters at Office Works.
I'm hearing bumhole nang.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's probably the most
Dude,
accurate
it's a bumhole
I'm
nang.
hearing a bumhole
It's a
nang.
bum nang.
Bum nang. Summer in the city.
Bum nang. Bum nang is
Take
so
a little pill
perfect,
before you
dude.
stick it in me. Okay, bum nang. Okay, I'm across it.
All right.
I'm hearing bum nang. I get it now. Just say bum nang. We don't need to use fancy words when bum nang exists.
If people aren't using that in group chats after listening to this, there's
Yeah.
something wrong with the world.
Dude, bum nang,
Bum
is,
nang
so
is so good.
I hear bum nang. Okay, so you're fucking on a bum nang.
Having a bum bang with a bum nang.
Fucking on a bum nang. No, 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 no.
It's a good hang with a bum nang.
Okay, so you're taking a bum nang.
So it gives you like this incredible, like really euphoric head rush.
Sure.
And it makes you really horny and whatnot. And I hit it and she hits it. And then we keep going. And then she just starts laughing really hard. And I'm sort of a bit in space. And she goes, did you just authentically yell wowza? And I played the tape back in my head. I was like, I did. I went, oh, wowza. In the middle of the route.
That's awesome.
And we kept seeing each other for a little while. She never let me live it down. Like,
Wowza.
every now and then we'd be stopping and she'd be like, is it a wowza? And I'm like, you gotta let this go, please.
You never hit Wowzer Heights again, which is sad, actually.
No, you
She's
don't.
probably self-conscious about it.
I know.
Haven't
Yeah.
made him Wowzer
You
names.
come early and you're bazinga.
Bazinga on the bung nang, baby.
That's pretty awesome. But I mean, not even in the ballpark of as embarrassing of a
Oh no,
That
that's what I
is
mean.
worse.
This is hardcore embarrassing.
But I think what you've said is correct, Shad. The answer has been given in the silence,
Yeah.
and you got to man up.
Yeah, because I'm imagining it's now been a week, and in my head, it's been a week, and they haven't had sex again.
Or they, yeah, he's just waiting to have sex to talk about it. again.
Yeah.
We finished. It's been a week. We haven't spoken about it. Yeah, we're not fucking. So I don't know how we're gonna have serious conversations.
Yeah, I think it's a pack your bags, move town, change your name.
Take your panties off. We have to talk about the dishes. We can't be leaving plates in the sink.
Can you turn the dildo on? We need to discuss a joint bank account, please.
Yeah, good luck. We've done it again.
Move on.
Oh, another dating one.
Oh, here we go. I've been dating a girl for 6 months. I've fallen for her, but now we have learnt we are kind of related. Ooh. Her dad is married to my cousin. Is this okay?
Oh,
Well, her dad's married to.
her cousin, their cousin, his.
Yeah, her dad is married to my cousin.
Oh, I
Okay.
don't think that really counts as that related.
It's certainly not blood related in any way.
No.
Nor is it. Let's fucking grow up. What's a cousin?
That's blood related.
Yeah.
Yes, but like,
I know.
I think the real question here is, what's a second cousin?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, second.
still blood related.
Yeah, you're right, actually.
But there's,
So I posed that very philosophically, and you're like, so, yeah, that's true. That's true. Sorry, yeah, that's a good point.
but I think it's I don't even know what I'm trying to articulate here. But it's like if you're
Which one of your
if
cousins
you
are
have
trying
no
to
no no,
fuck?
say you have there's a glass of water, right? Drinking a glass of oil, like just straight oil. Don't be doing that.
No.
But if you got a glass of water with a drop of oil in it,
Yeah.
drink the water.
Yeah, but I think you're still going to really taste that oil because oil always sits like oil doesn't mix with water. And I think that's kind of part of the
That's
point.
true, but what if science said the healthiest children you can have is when you drink a glass of water with a drop of oil in it?
Does science say that
Yeah.
in the metaphor sense?
Yeah.
The metaphor then would be that science says that having kids once with a little bit of your own family in it is the best option.
Yeah. It's how you have the healthiest children is second and
What?
third cousins. Yeah.
You seeing
So
how
it's
late
kinda
these
like-
fucking royals are living, cunt?
Yeah, dude, but the Habsburgs were banging like siblings, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the royals go all weird because it's too close together. It's been so close together for centuries.
Yeah.
But they're both valid points. Yeah, blood relative. What is a second cousin? And then after that discussion, who gives a fuck?
That's kind of, yeah, I feel like that's only social weird, not genetically weird.
Yeah, and trust me, you can get over the social weirdness.
Yeah.
My girlfriend has the same name as my mum. Okay?
Yeah.
You get over it.
Really?
You get past it.
First name?
Yeah, Michelle and Michelle.
Oh my God.
Dude, thank God. Yeah, people freak out about it, but it's like they look nothing alike.
Yeah, but when you're saying the name, do you ever say the name? Or do you refuse to say the name?
Okay. Michelle, regardless of who it belongs to, Michelle is not a sexy name to scream.
No.
It's like the name's like a Brenda
Yeah.
or like a Louise. It's not a name you scream in the fit of
I
passion.
think Louise could really roll.
Louise? Lulu. Lulu, maybe. Lulu.
Yeah, that's a word. Yeah, okay.
Lulu.
Makes you think of Lola.
You are right though. I was trying to picture it in my head how you would even try to sex it up, but I don't think it
What
can
do
be
you
done.
say then?
Because anytime
Well,
if you yell Michelle, it's like the only way that Michelle being yelled at top of the lungs is like you're sitting on a step and it's raining and she's just died in your arms.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Michelle!
And that's when
Yeah.
I come.
So what do you say? You just say babe. You just throw them babe.
Yeah. And then a list of names that she asked me to call her that I'm not willing to share.
But
But it's always
Boney
been
Soprano.
Second.
I've listened.
Everything.
She sent us the tapes before the podcast, and we're going to play them now.
Yeah.
Not mum. That's what I call her.
Yeah.
Not mum. Not mum. Not
Not
mum.
mum, not mum, not
Yeah,
mum, not mum.
when he's going to come too early, then he calls her Michelle.
Because that's a serious discussion. Michelle, I'm very sorry.
And she calls
happened
you
again.
your full name with middle name.
Yeah,
to stop you from going.
Sam
Oh, that's
Christopher
scary.
Bowden. I'm so sick of you coming this early.
Oh, crook. Love it. So I've been dating a girl for 6 months. I've fallen for her, but now we've learned we're kind of related. Yeah. Grow up, have sex.
Yeah.
In the middle of sex, ask if she wants to be more than cousins.
Yeah. Well, guys, you're not.
What is that relation? Can we just kind of figure that out for a second?
I don't
Her
think there's
dad-
any relation.
There's no
but
relation.
there is like in the tree, in terms of the tree, there would be. So her dad is married to your cousin. So your cousin is that would kind of make her dad your uncle. 'Cause
No.
your cousin.
No, I
yeah,
don't think so.
because
No,
your
no,
cousin
no.
is your uncle's kid,
Your cousin is your uncle's kid.
and
correct.
then her dad is the father of his stepfather, but father of.
It's like
His
an
cousin.
uncle-in-law. Is that even
That
a thing?
that'd be
step,
uncle.
though, is really important. On face value, I'm like, brother. If
Yeah.
anything, this makes Christmas so easy.
Maybe that's how they met at Christmas.
Oh yeah, that's true. There you go. Under the mistletoe,
Yeah.
going against God.
Under the mistletoe, going against God is an incredible sentence.
I don't really. I'm like, yeah, look, it's a little odd, but people
Yeah.
are odd. This seems chill to me.
I
Yeah.
think you're absolutely fine.
Yeah, I think it's in the clear. You're good to go, mate. Fuck your cousin.
Yeah,
Or
go on.
whatever.
Fuck that
Cousin!
cousin. Welcome back. We'll be right back after this commercial break. Thanks to our sponsors at Ancestry.com. Ancestry.com. Let's do it. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Next problem. All right. My car wouldn't start, so I left it in a dodgy area. It could have been stolen. Should I go back and get it or cut my losses?
Now, rather than guessing the gender of this person,
Bloke.
do you guys want to guess the race of this person?
Oh, no. Oh, actually, I've thought about it. I am willing to guess.
Yeah. I think
Samuel, chant it with me. One of us. One of us. One of us. White fella.
Oh, this is absolutely a white
the
fella.
biggest white person problem ever. Dodgy area. He
Yeah.
saw one tanned person.
I bet you it's
And
just like
left the keys in the
Capalaba.
car.
It's fine.
Yes, yeah.
Dude, this one's absurd. It's like, yeah. Like, yeah. What the
Shouldn't
fuck?
go back and get it. Absolutely. I would love to be in a financial place in my life just once where I could go, do I need that car that I've just left there? Could I just leave the car there and just get a new car?
To be fair, you drive a recycled...
An absolute fuck wagon.
Yeah, it is a fuck wagon, as in a fuck ton of people have fucked in it. It's an ex-juicy van.
Oh,
That has got what?
shit.
400 Ks on it or something?
It has 400 Ks on it, and currently the speedometer does not work. I am always guessing my speed.
Juicy.
I just have to hope that the people driving around me are upstanding citizens and they're doing the speed limit because I'm just matching.
Yeah.
You're not fucking with us.
No, that is the current state of my car. But that's a
yikes.
recent thing. I'm getting that fixed as soon as I can. As soon as I have
See-
enough money.
See, your car is one that you could leave in a dodgy neighbourhood and no one's going to actually try.
I could leave it unlocked and it would
Yeah,
be fine.
you could come back.
I'd have a couple of homeless people who fucked in the back.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. But what's new? It's a juicy van.
They've already done it. Yeah, I can't even imagine the amount of backpacker cum that is littered throughout the vehicle I drive to this very podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, as far as like leaving your car in a dodgy area and not going to get it back, I think you just got to go in the daytime.
What constitutes this? Would be Sam Bowden. What would you constitute as a dodgy area?
Wait, okay, do you want to go literal? Like if we're going Brisbane?
Okay, yeah. Sure.
Okay, so I would say like Woodridge and sort of the Browns Plains areas. They're kind of dodgy areas.
What makes them dodgy?
Low socioeconomics.
Mhm.
A lot of immigrants. No, I'm just fucking with you.
And there it is. There's a camera there.
No, I've done
There's
it.
a
I've done
camera
it.
there.
No, I knew this was a fucking sting. No. They got high crime rates, but it's
Yeah.
like, dude, during the day, like, what are you talking? Just go back, like.
Because their idea of dodgy neighborhood would probably be our idea as a
Paddington.
great place.
It's in Paddington.
Paddington.
Yeah.
It's so dodgy. It's uphill and then downhill. And I don't trust those Nocky brothers. There's something off about. I don't like wops.
Yeah, the restaurant. There's a McDonald's nearby.
Ugh, disgusting. One tapas place? No, God.
But I think I agree with both of you fellas. I think it's a daytime operation because, as we all know, poor people, much like ghosts, are unable to act when the sun is up. So if you need to do anything that slightly frightens you, just do it with the sun up. They can't get you.
You can also split the difference. So if you want to, you can go back for it and cut your losses at the same time. So you contact a wreckers and you gotta get a car for you. You need to come get it, but you might get $150, $200 out of it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's true.
Yep.
That's true.
That's how I sold my first car.
The car was parked in a dodgy area outside of Shad's house. Dodgy cunt lives in there. We've done it again. Well done.
Why isn't nudity more accepted? I would like more nude beaches. Have you guys ever been to a nude beach?
I went to a nude beach in Sitges in Barcelona, and I am fluorescent white with just red hair everywhere, and I stood out like a sore thumb, and it was just.
And you would have looked like a sore thumb.
I did look like a sore thumb, just
was
white
with
and
a
red.
bouquet.
Whatever that is,
The
it's
bouquet
infected.
buzz was like, it's Migaloo.
Well, see, it got kind of weird because like we were there and it was predominantly just old Spanish men, a couple of really good looking younger Spanish men, but it was really relaxed. Everyone's naked, so who gives a fuck? And because it's Europe and they're chill, there was like a mojito bar on the beach and they built like wooden chairs into it and you could just relax. And as if a test from God, we were sitting there and I was there with my girl at the time. We're just sipping mojitos, stark naked on this beach. And two of the most beautiful, I would say late 20s, early 30s, lesbian couples sits down next to us full on naked and just starts like really making out. And I'm like, we can't be doing this. Like this is not, I just want to enjoy my mojito. Everyone's naked. It's been chill up until you guys started macking on.
Yeah.
And now I'm like having to be like, fucking down, boy. Like, what are we doing? This is too much stimulus.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And they're in the privileged position of
They are.
you can be as into it as you want. No one's going to know.
No one's gonna know. Yeah.
No one knows how into things you are. You're on the beach. You can be fucking raring to go, and that's a secret between you and yourself.
Can I ask a question about this bar?
Yeah.
It seems stupid, but I wanted to know out of curiosity. Was the bartender naked?
Bartender wasn't naked.
Yeah, right.
Bartender wasn't naked. Just pouring mojitos. They're like €4 mojitos, and they were really good. And we just sat there and had like 9 of them. It was fucking sick. And they eventually left. Like the girls eventually left, and then it was just back to fat old men.
Do you feel like that these hot lesbian couple were like making out in your direction?
No. Look, it didn't feel pointed,
right?
But it was.
Did it look pointed?
I was doing everything.
Your cock, Sam.
Yeah, there he is.
I was doing everything I could to be like, all right, we're gonna think of fucking dead babies and World War II, and we're gonna fucking
Michelle.
That's so mean. How fucking dare you?
Your mother.
Oh, okay, yeah. In that case, yeah.
Not the other.
You seem, because you've been quite open with the idea of public nudity.
Yeah.
And like enjoy it. So it's like, what's the appeal?
You know, I don't really know. It's sort of like if everyone's naked, it stops being a problem. Because it was the same in Japan. You boys have been to Japan when you go to like the public onsens.
I've not been to Japan.
Oh, you haven't been to Japan?
No, but I've been to Canberra.
Yeah, it's
I
similar.
imagine they're quite similar.
Yeah. Very similar.
Yeah.
Naked, deeply efficient. You know,
Yeah.
don't want to talk
Chopsticks
about the
and ice
past.
cream, all that kind of jazz.
All that sort of business.
Yeah, look, I don't know why nudity isn't more accepted, and there are
I know
plenty
why.
of why.
Because it's, I think it's because like nudity is like one of the, especially the way society is at the moment, not to get too hectic, but like it's probably the last bastion of privacy.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Because that's the whole reason it's exciting to do is because it's naughty.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like, so it's like nudity. Like, I guess is like it's the one piece of us that we can kind of keep.
Yeah.
To ourselves. So then the voyeuristic nature of it, I imagine, is from the idea of, oh, now we're doing the naughty thing.
Well, I always
Onsen's
wonder...
different because it's a bathing. It's like it's kind of like it's a practice outside of the nudity. The nude beach, I think, is...
The activity is the being nude, whereas the spa or in Japan, it's you're there for an activity, and to partake in that activity, there's nudity that is required.
Yeah.
Whereas like the nude beach, I always wonder this about like naturists and things, because it always gets spoken about of non-sexual nudity, but I feel like there is always some level of exhibitionist.
Yeah, 100%.
There's always someone in the group. We had a problem at a show once, I don't know if you remember, where it was a guy at the table's problem was my friends are trying to convince me to go on a nude hike, and he was there with the friends that wanted to go on this nude hike. And it's like, to your point, in that group, this guy not willing to do it and the group wants to do it, there's someone in that group that's like, I want to see that
like
dick.
really pushing for it.
Yeah, I want to see that dick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then
but
that's
it doesn't seem to be a thing that's discussed at any level in the nudism community. It's like, no, we're just hanging out. We're just
playing beach volleyball because we love being
like
there.
beach volleyball and fucking, you know, this dude here that comes like... And you also always see them like, have you ever seen like a fucking news article comes up and it's like the world naked bike ride or something's in bar or some shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's a bit of fun. And then there's like a dude that's got like a fucking like cock ring, like surrounding his balls and his dick. And you're like,
well, that wasn't for a bit of fun.
You go, that wasn't, that's not being silly.
There is a, I can't remember the name of it, but there's this gay nudist festival they do in New Orleans during Pride Month, right? And it's sort of this thing where it's like, it's a queer event and it's just a nudist festival. So we do like the parade and we're all naked, ha ha ha. And then I stumbled across this video and it was that. Everyone's having a great time. And then in a corner, there's a man like in front of a bar, just holding on, just getting fucking fisted into oblivion.
Oh my God.
In the middle of the street, and everyone's just going, woo! And it's like, this is why this isn't a particularly trustworthy activity, because someone's always going to get fisted or something just next to a fucking like a rumba.
Yeah, nude beach guy. Someone's always going to end up getting fisted. That's why it's not as accepted.
I will say this, and this falls under the category of some real hippy dippy shit that I do believe. There is something very odd and holistic and weird about going to a nude beach and going in the surf completely starkers.
Now, I would agree, because like when we talk about the nudity thing, like, you know, you're at a festival or like at an event or whatever, and you get your kid off, and you like, it is a freeing experience. Swimming, skinny dipping in any nature is quite fun,
incredible,
and exhilarating. But yeah, the person that's like, why isn't nudity more accepted? I feel like.
And then just cut to the audio of this man getting absolutely fisted beyond belief. That's why.
This is the guy.
Yeah,
He's either the fisty or the fister.
Yeah, I want you to keep doing your monologue, but I want in the edit for you to add a wet thumping noise underneath what you're saying. So as much as it is fun, and I hope that the audio is playing underneath what's being said right now.
Yeah.
It's playing. As much as it is fun to get your kid off, this noise, that one, happening right now, hear that? That's why. Because that noise, inevitably, will be coming from somewhere on the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Not all nudists, but some.
Hashtag not all nudists.
Never forget.
Nude lives matter.
Do it again. My daughter won't move out. Now her boyfriend has moved in. Help me. He's all right, but I feel like they've got it too good. What can I do to make them move out without making it too obvious? To wrap it up, you need to get some more nudity in the household.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Nice.
Really ramp up the nudity on your end.
It just takes one naked mum and dad cooking a spag bowl
Yeah.
to be like, we need our own place.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
For sure.
Yeah. I think-
Also, like, with all due respect,
especially if dad's getting fisted in the kitchen.
yeah, dad's getting fisted in the kitchen. They're always naked.
Dad's getting his ice cream scissored.
Keeps announcing that he's thinking of going poly. You know, the whole shebang.
Oh, man.
Dude, I want to know, like, here's what I want to know is whether this is a mum or a dad and what circumstances led to her boyfriend moving in and you not being okay with that as a parent, and I imagine the homeowner. That's kind of, I'm like, what do you mean?
Yeah, you're a big pussy.
Yeah, like,
You're letting them walk all over you.
yeah.
Yeah.
How old is your daughter? How old's the boyfriend?
It feels like it feels like to me the way that's happened is like one of those silent move-ins where he just comes over and then all of a sudden you go, oh fuck, it's been every night this week and it's been it's been 2 weeks. Oh fuck, his toothbrush is here.
Yeah.
Oh shit, he hasn't left. He's just here.
Yeah, true.
I don't think there was like a conversation of like, can he move in?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Maybe
sure.
not. I think it's probably more like, oh fuck, this cunt's been here for like nearly 3 weeks.
It's like squatting. He's like squatted
yeah.
in your
Yeah.
house.
All right, so in that case, they're both quite young
Mm-hmm.
because that's
Jeez, you
real
fucking
young people
wanna hope
shit.
so.
You'd hope so, dude.
God.
But
if
the
they're in
mother
their
or the
30s.
father also wants the daughter, like, won't move out, so it's old enough to which moving out would be logical. So let's say that the daughter is bare minimum 18,
Yeah,
grown up.
100%.
I reckon this also speaks to there'd be a lot of fucking people in their 20s and shit doing the whole staying at home for ages and being like, the cost of living.
Yeah.
Because like every week you see a fucking article pop up on some news site being like, this is David or this is Jessica. And they're moving back home so they can save for a house. And I always read those and there's supposed to be a woe is me. And I'm like, fucking grow up.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Maybe because I couldn't imagine anything worse than moving back home.
I moved out when I was 19. I'm like, I'm out.
Mm.
I want to be my own thing.
And living in the same city as well, correct? When you moved out?
No,
Okay.
I moved out and went straight to the UK.
Did you? I didn't even know that about you.
Yeah, I just was like, I need to be done. I need a new thing. I need all of my own space.
There's a beach in Barcelona that's calling my name.
There's a
I've got to get out of there, Michelle.
I've
Brian,
got to-
I must go.
I'm sorry, I
I
must
must
leave.
pack my suitcase with a bunch of bum nangs.
It's carry on. I'm not bringing any bathers.
I only have one word for you. Wowza. Disappear up to Europe. Nah, man, just tell her it's time to fucking go.
Yeah, change the locks.
Yeah.
Just rip the Band-Aid off
Or maybe even better, start asking the boyfriend uncomfortable questions.
while you're nude.
While you're nude, just sit down and be like, hey, I love my daughter.
Mm.
I need to make sure she's with a man who knows how to eat puss. I want to see your technique on this
Give him
beach.
like a fruit or something.
Now, back to the
Get all the seeds out of this honeydew.
back to the
No fingers.
I think that's it. I think that's the end of the podcast. What a fucking thrill. Highly quotable episode for me. I'll be saying some of these things later.
Dude, Bumnang is going to live in my head
Bumnang
for
lives
fucking ages.
well and
looks
truly
as bad as a
rent free.
dick smells.
What a cracking episode. Samuel, thank you very much for coming on the podcast. What a treat to have you.
Guys, thank you very much for having me.
Yeah.
Where can people find you on the internet?
You can find me on all the socials under Sam Bowden Comic. If you're listening in Sydney, I have an encore performance of my show, doing the same festival you guys are. Don't Panic, It's happened before. All the details are on my socials, primarily Instagram. And if you want to listen to another podcast, listen to WOAH Free Lunch, WOAH Free Lunch.
Which I believe we're going to be on.
Yes.
So, in I think sometime in the next however long after this comes out.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll get
So
you
look
boys
out
on.
for us.
Sure.
We're going to be on.
Would love to get some free lunch. Shad, what a treat.
Thank you so much, Peter.
Thank you very much. We'll see you next week. Thank you very much, everybody. Bye-bye.